19 months ago, I bought a 50% stake in a 5th Division Kenyan football club for $1,000. A few months later, in September, I traveled to Nairobi and began working with our staff and players on the ground to create a new era for the club. The beginning of a real push to climb the Kenyan football pyramid and become the first club to ever climb from the 6th Division to the Premier League. We hosted the largest open trials in Kenyan grassroots football history, signed 12 up-and-coming new talents to the squad, rented out an entire clubhouse to house and feed all of our players, and hired additional staff. From a kitchen crew to a strength and conditioning coach, we dialed in our systems and began competing in a league that had just relegated us months prior. But now, with a dozen new players and a completely revamped roster, we began rolling through the league, at one point going months without losing a single game, eventually securing a third-place finish with a last-minute goal in our final match of the season. Last month, I returned to Kenya to reconnect with the club and begin planning for the next season, a season where the pressure will be tenfold, promotion is now fully expected, and anything short of it will be a complete failure. But the focus of this show hasn't always been the football, it's been the finances. Kawa Pride has had its fair share of financial ups and financial downs, from dead broke last fall to becoming the richest club in Kenya to dead broke again. We've received thousands of comments praising and criticizing the financial decisions around the club. But through all of those ups and downs, one thing never changed. Our books remain open. Every dollar in and every dollar out of the club is tracked down to the shilling because it's your support that keeps our club alive. You donate your time and money to watch this show, and we owe it to the viewers to share where that energy and funding is going. And in this episode, I'm covering it all. A jump in YouTube revenue that we haven't seen in months, our largest investment ever into inventory, and an increase in Discord subs for the first time since February, and much, much more. You're now watching Road to the Kenyan Premier League. What's up, everyone? My name is Hayes Canup, Jersey Bird founder and your host of Road to the Kenyan Premier League, back with another huge financial report video, this time for the month of July. Before we get into it, if you want to support this project, there are three main ways to do so. First up is the Lion's Den, the official club Discord. This is the HQ for everything Kawa Pride. We host watch-alongs, discuss unreleased news weeks before it hits the public, and it really is a great community to be a part of, and it's also a crucial piece of how we support this club, so go check it out if you haven't already. Number two is the KPFC 10 for 10 deal. If your club is in need of new kits and apparel, go to jerseybird.com, tap start a project, and we will pair you with a Jersey Bird designer who will create some awesome custom kits just like the ones you see in our video. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL show and you will get 10% off your order and 10% donated directly to the club with a mention in next month's financial report video. And lastly, if you just want a simple and easy way to contribute, visit kawapridefc.paperform.co to become a sponsor, donate to the club, or provide an opportunity to one of our players. I will link all of this in the description below. Thank you guys for all the support. Now back to the video. For those of you who missed the last report, we made significant budget cuts throughout June that brought our expenses down to a much more reasonable level. The infamous downtown office, while it was pretty cool, has been removed completely. Shout out to our landlord for letting us out of that lease, and that saved us $560 every single month. We cut all non-essential roles and consolidated several of those roles, reducing our staff from 33 to 26, saving another $840 in payroll each month. We also saved $535 on our food budget simply from feeding the lionesses and alphas from just the main clubhouse instead of feeding them at both clubhouses, reducing our food waste to nearly zero, another few $100 in savings, and we reduced win bonuses from players and the technical bench to just the players, another $120 or so in savings every month. In total, we cut $2,949 from our overhead budget. Check the last report for full details, but we did do our best to trim all of the fat from our overhead. So here's where we're at now. Salaries still sitting at $4,313. Men's clubhouse rent, $546. Women's clubhouse rent, $273. Committee prison training ground rental, $39. Internet, $23. Garbage collection, subscription $2, drinking water and utility water combining for $93.60, and our entertainment subscriptions are $35.30. Now, here's where things get a little bit scary. Jersey Bird had a bit more cash last month, so I decided to invest more heavily into inventory. I spent $2,396 on 85 home jerseys and 70 away jerseys, and $3,546 on 170 more KPFC apparel tees, which actually sold out in less than a day in July, but I had only stocked 24 as a bit of a test run, so we'll see how quickly we can sell through these 170. Jersey Bird has been very short on cash this entire year, which made inventory very hard to finance at times, but at the same time, keeping things in stock is crucial if we actually want to make money, so I'm glad we have a lot of stock heading into the offseason. So that's $5,942 just on inventory spend alone, and the major variable expenses didn't just stop there. As some of you may know, Collar Pride's 4th anniversary just passed a couple of weeks ago, 4 years since KSSA rebranded to Collar Pride Football Club, and we went big for the celebration. We rented out Nyayo National Stadium, a $480 expense for the 30,000 capacity facility, and we invited our satellite club, Kakama Pride, all the way down from Kakama, a 24-hour plus bus ride journey to play Collar Pride in a friendly. If you watched the stream, the game was an instant classic, but it did come with a heavy list of expenses. First, round-trip bus transport for the entire squad was $1,030. We spent $156 on paperwork just for them to be allowed to leave the camp. Accommodations for their 3 nights in Nairobi was $281. A phone for their media team was $273. Their living expenses during their time in Nairobi were $257, and their food bill for the entire trip was $234. We also spent $301 on refs, buses, and water, and matchday expenses for that friendly, along with another $156 for the stream. So in total, we spent $2,688 to make that entire event happen. Not an essential expense by any means, but in my opinion, the content from that event will end up paying for itself. We'll likely sign 2 to 3 players just off that one game performance alone, and honestly, I just enjoy doing cool things, and this was a really cool event to be a part of. So with our main expenses out of the way, let me rapid fire through the rest of the other significant line items. Our Women and Football Fireside Chat event featuring Paulina Nystrom, Nydia Atieno, Diana Shakava, Melissa Martin, and Karen Noor cost $357 to book that venue, and another $188 in other event expenses. We put a first month deposit down in our new, cheaper office in Kawa West. That cost $312. We spent $203 on a player passport to help one of our players get home for the offseason. We spent $195 on Kakama Pride balls to allow them to train up in Kakama. We spent $175 on organizational paperwork as our board is now changing, with Coach Kim and Matthias stepping down from their roles. We spent $301 on player transport across our 3 league matches in July. We spent $379 on win bonuses across our 2 away draws and 1 home win in July. We spent $156 on our head coach reveal edit, and $468 across our 3 league match streams in July, again, each one costing $156. We spent $78 on transport to the Nairobi City Thunder game. We spent $29 on a new tripod for production, and there is a long list of other minor expenses which I will put on screen now. Pause if you want to read them all, but in total, we spent $20,925.68 in the month of July, our highest spend since April. But again, we did have $6,000 in inventory costs, so it's going to be tough to keep that low. Now, let's get into our 6 revenue streams for the month of July, from smallest to largest, starting with the KPFC 10 for 10 deal, which broke records back in June. It's come back down to earth in July. Only 1 club came from this show and purchased kits from Jersey Bird, but it was a big one. Huge shout out to the Taipei European School Bears for buying kits from Jersey Bird in July. I will show off some of the gear we designed for them. Some really nice kits here in this collection, and I checked out their program. Pretty cool to see a school from Taiwan getting involved. I believe this is our first team in Taiwan, and their order totaled up to $3,160, which is a $316 donation directly to the club, a 72.8% decrease month over month in KPFC 10 for 10 revenue, but that is expected after June was just totally record-breaking. Coming in at number 5, we have donations with $393.82 worth of donations coming through colorpridefc.paperform.co in July. Big shout out to everybody who donated. We truly appreciate it. I will put a few of your messages on screen now. Thank you guys for watching the channel and donating your hard-earned money to our club. At number 4, we have TikTok. I made 7 TikTok videos covering the club in July, generating a total of $906.97, a 53.1% decrease from June. Again, I was on a bit of a crazy run in June, just like the KPFC 10 for 10 deal. Bit of anomalies 2 months ago. I'm still trying to put out as much short form content as I can because it really does give this club a boost. So thank you all for watching those short form videos when they pop up on your feed. Getting into our top 3, we have the Lions Den coming in with $1,538.33 paid out to the club after Stripe fees. We actually saw our first increase in members since February, a net increase of 1 member. Revamping the Discord is a top priority of mine throughout the off season, so we will continue to get those numbers up. And thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. The link is always in the description if you want to join. Coming in at number 2, we have jersey and merch sales. As I mentioned, we had a new merch item drop in July. The KPFC apparel tees dropped. They sold out in a day, but I did restock all of them this morning. More red shirts, more green shirts, and a brand new colorway is in stock. We have discount codes available in the Discord as well, so go check them out after the video if you haven't seen these shirts yet. Like I said, in July, I only stocked 24, so they only generated $1,188 in revenue, but we also sold 51 home jerseys, 1 away jersey, 4 training jerseys, 22 goalkeeper jerseys, 3 preseason cup tees, and 6 hoodies, totaling up to $4,854.91 in sales, an 18.4% month-over-month increase. And lastly, one of the greatest financial moments of the entire season, YouTube hit its highest revenue since February, generating a total of $5,756.37 in revenue. These are our top 5 earning videos from the month. Here is a breakdown by revenue source, watch page ads dominating as usual, and here is the breakdown by content type, videos still dominating streams as usual too. Good to see another strong YouTube month. I know this might be difficult to sustain during the off season, but we will do our best to keep producing the best content possible on a weekly basis. So with a total revenue of $13,766.40 in July, a 1.7 increase from June, was Color Pride profitable for the first time since January? No, we were not. With total expenses reaching $20,925.68, we lost $7,159.28 in July, bringing our season total losses to $11,241.72, our deepest deficit yet. But luckily, the offseason does mean a big reduction in expenses, so we will get a bit of a break financially, but we're expecting preseason to start in about 2 months, so the clubhouse and full staff won't be off for too long. So there you have it, an $11,000 loss on the season. It's been a crazy 10 months. It is good to finally get a bit of rest, but we are by no means taking our foot off the gas. Season 3 content will reach another level, I can promise you that, and we will stop at nothing to get promoted next season. On top of that, the season 2 finale will finally come out next week. Shout out to our editor Robin, who has been working around the clock to get this content out to you guys. It really will be a great video. If you like the show, drop a like, drop a sub, comment where in the world you are tuning in from. As always, you can catch new episodes of Road to the Kenyan Premier League every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for the incredible amount of support this season, and I'll see you in the finale.